She's trying to get away from me, ladies and gentlemen. Tona Ambrose is here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Monday, May 6th. How y'all doing? Hope you are having an outstanding day. You can see the little red lights down there. You see those? So yeah, that's why that tells us we're on that camera.
Okay.
I probably didn't need to explain that to her. You knew that, right?
No, I didn't.
No, she didn't. There you go.
Thank you.
I'm glad to help. Well, I'll help it any way I can. Tona is here, and we are going to talk about a large variety of stuff today. We're going to talk about Lincoln Trail College a little bit. You okay to talk about that?
Would love to.
Because I'm fired up. You guys are basically rebuilding from the ashes from that big tornado and stuff too, and it's wonderful up there. Also, she is she is the Vice Chancellor for Institutional Outreach. Thank you. I need to write that down. The Vice Chancellor for Institutional Outreach for Illinois Eastern Community College, and we're going to talk about that, colleges, and we're going to talk about that, as well as goodness knows what all other things today here on this gorgeous Monday morning, May 6th. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I hope you all are having a great day out there. Let's tell you a few things before we get started about what are some things going on in the community. I had a heck of a time, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Mondays after, especially after, by the way, are you a big Kentucky Derby fan? You're going to watch the horse race on Saturday?
Greatest.
We're shooting this on Friday, or Thursday.
Yes, greatest 60 seconds in sports history. Right?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes in sports history every year, yeah.
Greatest 2 minutes in sports. That's exactly. Are you going to bet on it?
Probably not.
Oh, well, that's, I will, my fans know that, yes, I will bet on it, and I will hopefully not lose my shirt. But yeah, I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend here. But what my point is, Monday mornings, typically, folks, they don't have a ton of things going on. However, ladies and gentlemen, I found maybe the best meeting/workshop that you could have for a Monday morning. I think this is, if you watch the show, I find all kinds of oddities. This one, ladies and gentlemen, I think you really ought to take advantage of. It is up in Effingham this afternoon at 1 p.m. That's going to be at the University of Illinois Extension office up there. That's at 1209 North Winthy. I'm telling you all that because you're going to get so excited when I tell you what it is. You're not going to care where it is. It is an apple pie filling workshop. Ladies and gentlemen, a workshop to learn how to fit and fill an apple pie. This says, join the Effingham County Home and Community Education folks to discover how to make apple pie filling from scratch. Mary Liz Wright will teach you to make the perfect filling for canning or for freezing so you can make delicious apple pie whenever the craving strikes. Call Mary Beth Haney to register at 217-343-1672. And I'm assuming if you show up at the district office up there, the extension office today at 1 o'clock, they'll let you in. All right, I got to know, are you a big apple pie baker? Do you have a good apple pie recipe?
I love to bake, and my grandmother used to bake homemade apple pies all the time.
Oh,
so
see,
I'm fortunate enough to grow up watching her make apple
Now
pies.
we're making progress. So you won't need the apple pie filling workshop.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, but
Probably always helps you refresh your memory how to can
yes.
and that kind of stuff. Do you can your apple pie filling?
I don't, so I would learn how to do that.
This sounds very efficient. I'm fired up. If I'm in Effingham today, ladies and gentlemen, you might see me learning how to fill apple pies. I'm more adept at unfilling apple pies. I'm much more adept at that. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? Not a ton of. That's the only thing I could come up with as far as community events. However, we do have a few national days today, as this is National Crepe Suzette Day. National Crepe Suzette Day falls on May 6th every year. This day honors a unique and delicious dessert, Whether slightly different versions of crepe Suzettes, the dish is quite distinct from most other crepe dishes. The recipe first appeared in the 19th century in Paris, courtesy of Chef Henri Carpentier. According to the chef's memoir, he accidentally ruined a sauce for the crepes he was serving Prince Edward of Wales and his guests. With no time to recover, he tasted the burned sauce and discovered that the flavors blended deliciously. When he served the dish, Carpentier named it Crepes Princesse. However, when the prince gently protested, he changed the name to Suzette in honor of the lone female guest at the breakfast. So there you go. That guy eventually became king after Victoria died. I got another picture of some. See, now that's a good-looking little. That one almost looks healthy. I'm assuming crepe Suzettes aren't really all that healthy.
I don't know. They look good.
They do look good, but I think these are better. They're cooked a little bit more and have the nice little crust. Have the nice little crust going on that. So enjoy Crepe Suzette Day, ladies and gentlemen. What else is going on here on this Monday, May 6th? Well, this one is not quite so fun, but this is a very important one. This is Melanoma Monday. The first Monday in May each year is part of an awareness campaign during National Melanoma Month. Each year, on the first Monday in May, they raise awareness about skin cancer in hopes of reducing melanoma diagnoses. Melanoma is the deadliest form of skin cancer. On Melanoma Monday, they spread the word about skin health, sun safety, tanning protection, and skin cancer screenings. While melanoma and other skin cancers, they're not 100% preventable, there are ways to reduce your risk. There's some of the facts about it. Some ways to reduce your risk. Wear sunscreen to protect yourself from the harmful UV rays, and remember to reapply sunscreen throughout the day. Cover up by wearing a broad-brimmed hat, long sleeves, and pants when planning to be in the sun for an extended period of time. Who does that? Do you do that? I mean, are you health conscious enough that I'll wear a wide brimmed hat, but I'm not gonna, if it's sunny, I want to get a tan.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D. I need the healthful benefits of vitamin D. Well, now, see, like I said, there's all kinds of different folks. Cover up cover up. Find shade under trees, umbrellas, or awnings. Protect your skin against UV rays on cloudy days is important as well. Lack of sun does not mean lack of UV. Avoid tanning beds. UV light in tanning beds puts you at higher risk for melanoma. And check your skin regularly for abnormal moles or other skin abnormalities. If you notice some changes, see your doctor to have it checked. As of 2023, the American Cancer Society estimates almost 98,000 people receive a new diagnosis for melanoma annually. Unfortunately, about 8,000, that's about an 8% mortality rate on that. So Melanoma Monday, by all means, take care of your skin and help yourself. And speaking of that, folks that will be able to help you take care of your skin, help you stay healthy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is National Nurses Day. It's the start of National Nurses Week on May 6th. Folks raise awareness for all the nurse contributions and commitments and acknowledge the vital role that nurses play in society. They are certainly a vital role. This goes all the way back to 1953. Dorothy Sutherland, an employee of the U.S. Department of Health, sent a letter to President Eisenhower, proposing a National Nurses Day. Eisenhower didn't do it. Oh, no. So then in 1974, finally Richard Nixon proclaimed National Nurses Week, and New Mexico nurses initiated the resolution in 1981 to have May 6th declared National Recognition Day for nurses. So if you see a nurse wandering around someplace in the street today, by all means, go up and say, thanks for all you do. That's a wonderful, wonderful program. And you tell me that I did not realize this. But you tell me, Tona, and she's from IECC, the Illinois Eastern Community Colleges, so she would know. I thought the nursing program was just like at one or two of the schools, but it's at all four, huh?
We do have nursing on all 4 of our campuses, and
Mm-hmm.
we have a little over 200 students combined in that program right now.
Outstanding, and they're taking different specialties and all kinds of stuff, aren't they?
Well, they get their core nursing degree in classes, and that program is led by Dr. Alani Frederick, who came to us at IECC a couple of years ago, and she's been phenomenal. And we have a lot of great faculty that teach at all 4 colleges, so we send out a lot of nurses every year after graduation.
And as part of institutional outreach, part of your gig is to find out from employers and find out how these kids can do better after they've graduated, don't you?
Yeah, so we appreciate in our communities, we have partnerships with some of our local hospitals, and so that helps students get, hands-on experience, and those partnerships that are created sometimes culminate into students getting jobs in those areas, so that part of institutional outreach is very beneficial for the community and our students.
Outstanding. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, National Nurses Day, so by all means, say thank you to a nurse whenever you see one. What do you want to see on television today? Well, high school baseball, we're taking the day off. There's nothing set up for Monday. I think all the teams are out of town. Tomorrow, however, Tuesday, we do have 2 games set up that we're going to show you here on Wabash. At 4:25, Vandalia will be at North Clay, and that'll be on Channel 100. I'll be in Flora as the Mount Carmel Aces take on the Flora Wolves. That'll be on Channel 99, again also at 4:25. So high school baseball tomorrow afternoon. Also, NBA basketball tomorrow is on tap. Game 2, the Minnesota Timberwolves will be at the Denver Nuggets. That's on ESPN, Channel 601. No NHL playoffs set as yet, so I don't think they'll have that going by Monday. But we do have Major League Baseball for you to tune into if you're interested. Detroit is at Cleveland. That's at 5:10 this afternoon on Fox Sports 1, Channel 610. It is Jack Flaherty versus Tristan McKenzie. Also tonight, the White Sox will be in Tampa. Michael Soroka versus Tyler Alexander. NBC Sports Chicago, Channel 643. That's at 5:50. And finally, at 6:45 tonight, the New York Mets travel to St. Louis, taking on the Cardinals. Jose Butto versus Kyle Gibson, and that's on Valley Channel 630. So all that coming up. We have Tona Ambrose here, and we are going to talk about the Illinois Eastern Community Colleges, as well as Lincoln Trail College, and all kinds of other things here on Big Talk after these words. Please do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tona Ambrose is here, and she is the Vice Chancellor for Institutional Outreach for the Frontier. I wrote it down. You realize that. For the Illinois Eastern Community Colleges, which include Frontier Community College in Fairfield. Mm-hmm. Olney Central College in Olney,
Yes.
of course. Wabash Valley Junior College. Is it still called Junior College or Wabash Valley College? Wabash Valley College in Mount Carmel. And also, of course, Lincoln Trail College
Yes.
up in Robinson. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, you bet. Thank you so much for being here. Before we get to the Frontier, Olney Central, Mount Carmel, institutional outreach stuff, I have to ask you about Lincoln Trail College.
Okay.
It's not, and you're president of Lincoln Trail College as well, right?
Yes.
Congratulations. And I get presidents here, ladies and gentlemen. That's cool. One of the first things you had to deal with, I think, 2 months into serving as the LTC president, you had a tornado, a deadly tornado.
So that actually happened last March.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking it was September. Okay.
So that was prior to me coming.
Okay.
And, but we still have pieces of that I'm helping with. And so we relocated a part
Was
of our
Dr.
campus.
Gower, he wasn't still up there then, right? Or
No, we had a different president at
Okay.
that time. Mhm.
Okay.
But that happened just a year ago.
Okay.
And that demolished our, what we call South Campus. It was our broadband telecommunications building. I don't know if you've ever...
I know exactly. It was a Wabash building.
It was. And unfortunately, that entire part of our campus was destroyed.
Yeah.
And so over this past year, though, we have been able to relocate that entire program to our main campus, just
good.
a mile up the road.
Was that was kind of part of the plan originally, wasn't it? Whenever they installed down there?
Well, yes, because we are right now in the process of getting a new technology center. That's
really?
a grant through the state that is, hopefully we'll break ground on that next year. And that will
Nice.
house broadband telecommunications, welding, and then our process technology program. So there was a plan to eventually get that program on campus, but certainly not at that
Didn't intend to
time
do
or
it
in
that
way.
Yeah.
So-
Tell me a little bit about Lincoln Trail College for folks who don't pay much attention to the north part of this district. It's in Robinson. Tell me about and you've been there 10 months now, or
Yes.
12 months, 10 months. What's the first impression one gets when they drive into Robinson and they see Lincoln Trail?
Okay. Lincoln Trail started in 1969, so it's
Okay.
still fairly young. But
Yeah.
when you drive into campus, we have a beautiful campus. And I mean, when you drive into the main area, you'll see a large lake on the left-hand side. That's Miller Lake, the lake donated with a beautiful fountain. Our facilities are just, aesthetically, they look nice. And
Right.
we've had some additions recently, some capital improvements, and actually just in December, we opened the Crawford County Recreation Center.
Okay.
Like a YMCA of
Oh,
sorts.
really?
And it's connected to our main campus area, so we have community members who drive in and out of campus every day and come and work out, and
And it's serving the community, not just the students.
yes, students have access, faculty and staff have access, but then our community gets to come and use the rec center. So I love that. And
Yeah.
that happened that opened right after I started. But that
Well, they
was,
knew you were coming.
that was the vision of a lot of great people
Yeah.
invested in the community for about 7 years. It was about a 7-year
Yeah.
start to open.
Yeah, those things take quite a bit of time.
Yeah, yeah.
How many students?
So right now, we have on campus what we call unduplicated headcount, meaning because a student can be at Lincoln Trail taking classes, but they might also be taking an online class at
Right,
Frontier
sure.
or another class. So right now, we have about 600 unduplicated students on campus. We have 170 students next Friday.
If you have 4 presidents, but you're all vice chancellors now of IECC, you would think that somebody would decide to do the graduations on different days so you guys could attend other ones.
Well, that's actually a good idea. Maybe I'll take that back to the leadership team. But we look forward to that day.
Yeah,
So-
tell them Bruce told you. See how far that gets you.
I will. I'll
Yeah,
tell them.
okay, yeah.
So what's nice about Illinois Eastern Community Colleges is we are one of only 2 multi-site districts in the state of Illinois. Chicago has a community college district comprised of multiple campuses, and then, as you've already mentioned, Illinois Eastern Community Colleges is comprised of 4 separate campuses. Every
Right.
other community college in the state of Illinois is its own.
See, I
college,
didn't-
its own
I didn't
district,
realize
and so forth.
that.
So we are fortunate because
How did that happen?
it's
Do
just-
you know?
It's a family, and we started with one college. We started, with Wabash Valley, and then OCC, and then Lincoln Trail, and Wabash, or then Frontier was the last one to be added. But that gives us then more offerings for our students, and so it's nice.
It really
because
does.
If a student in Robinson comes and says, I want to be a journey lineman, I can call Frontier and connect them with
Yeah.
a campus visit here at FCC.
Sure.
And they can go do that. So we can call each other, we can collaborate. And it was the work of Dr. Gower, our chancellor, Ryan Gower, who started several years ago as the president of Lincoln Trail, then became the chancellor of the district. And through his vision and a lot of leadership work, we now are a district that has, like you've mentioned, a president on each campus.
Right.
Then we've restructured. We've gone
Yeah.
through organizational restructuring for the past year, and each president now is a vice chancellor of an area, a division that encompasses and crosses over all
4
colleges,
campuses.
and I love that about this position.
Tell me a little bit about, you worked for a while in other states. Illinois does their community colleges a little bit differently from folks, don't they? How is that? How is Illinois, the way Illinois runs their colleges, different from other states?
Well, I think they are different, but there are a lot of similarities. Every state has different.
Every state has their own little different rules,
Education is a
don't they?
little bit different, but
Yeah.
the number one goal is to serve students. And what we see and what we have, we're trying to do a good job of creating partnerships, pathways for students to come to one of our community colleges and then just easily move on to a 4-year colleges if they desire to
Right.
transfer. And so there's a lot of good work in Illinois taking place in that department. There's a law just passed last year where a student, if they graduate from an Illinois high school, they go to an Illinois community college and they have at least 38 credits and are in good standing with a 3.0 GPA, they then are guaranteed to be admitted into any of our state 4-year colleges. in
Oh,
the
no
state.
kidding.
Yes.
I didn't realize
That's
that.
new, and that's just, again, it's a pathway that's already created. It makes it easier for students. They know that when they come to our
So
community
they could
colleges.
get into Carbondale, Charleston, Champaign, in any of the state-run, the west, Western Illinois, all the rest of them.
Right.
That's outstanding.
So
I
I'd say-
didn't realize that had happened.
That's unique maybe to Illinois, so that's a way that we are a little bit different, and that's a good thing for students.
It's kind of going back to what it had been. I know it used to be like that in Ohio, and then they stopped that.
Okay.
Maybe because Ohio State was getting too big. I don't know. She spent a lot of time in Michigan, so probably shouldn't talk about Ohio.
Not if you're a sports fan.
But I did not realize that's fascinating, and I'm certain that the students at Lincoln Trail take advantage of such things. Talking here today with Tona Ambrose, we are going to come back. We're going to actually learn what institutional outreach means. Is that all right? You're going to explain to me?
Yes.
Explain to me what institutional outreach means. Is it just a gigantic big word, made up word, or what? You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after this. Stick around.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter, and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in Flora. Whether you're planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, call Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am joined today by Tona Ambrose. She is the Vice Chancellor for Institutional Outreach for Illinois Eastern Community College. As you see up there on the screen, we have the iecc.edu. That is the general catch-all a website for IECC. You can go on there and find more information about pretty much anything we're going to talk about today, right?
You can. Yes, all four
Is that down at the bottom? Because I got to tell you, I was looking.
The website?
The institutional outreach section.
Well,
or is it even there?
it is on there.
It is on there. Okay.
I
I feel bad to say that because I was looking and I must not have looked closely enough.
I will say, though, that we are in transition right now because the true launch of our new restructuring will be in the 24-25 school year, which means July 1.
All right.
So there may be some additional information added on there, but we are in the process of making that all come to fruition as we speak.
Well, you already said that you were redoing some stuff too. I don't know if you said that on the television or during a commercial or not. Okay, institutional outreach. What is it, Tona? What is it to borrow a phrase from one of my favorite movies? What is it you say you do here?
Okay. May I start by telling you what I don't do?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so part of the IECC reorganization and the restructuring of our leadership, our org charts, so to speak, every president is a vice chancellor of a division of something. So in Fairfield, Frontier Community College, Dr. Edgren is not only the president there, but he is the vice chancellor of
Sure.
academic affairs.
Sure.
Anything within the academic curriculum, faculty realm, that's Dr. Edgren.
Sure.
Wabash Valley College is President Fowler. He is also the vice chancellor of student affairs. So anything to do with student relations, student life.
Curriculum.
Well, that's academic affairs.
Okay, that's
Jen-
academic,
That's
okay.
Dr. Edgren.
So he's,
is-
Mr. Fowler, Dr. Fowler?
Yes, Dr. Fowler is
Dr. Fowler,
orientation,
he's-
onboarding, student
He's the
life.
principal.
Sort of.
Yeah,
You could
kinda,
say that.
yeah.
And then Chris Simpson, the new president at Olney Central College.
Right.
He is the vice chancellor of business operations. So he is behind the scenes running our business offices, our bookstores, overseeing our cafeterias, anything business related. That is Chris Simpson, President
God
Simpson.
bless you people to find Chris a job.
He's great. He and I started at the same time. And then, so, institutional outreach, then, that has a lot to do with our community partnerships. That includes dual credit, because in our 16 high schools across the district, we do a lot of dual credit offerings. I've just been on kind of a tour lately with our dual credit coordinators and those on that team, going into all 16 of our high schools and meeting with the superintendents and the
Right.
principals and their guidance counselors. They're great to work with. We offer a lot of dual credit opportunities for students in our district. It also includes adult education
Yeah.
for students looking for a GED or another path forward. We have adult education. So again, out into the community, enrolling and recruiting. It includes enrollment management, and it includes marketing, and then TRIO Upper Bound. If you're familiar with any of the TRIO, the federally funded
I
TRIO
am
support
absolutely
services for students.
unfamiliar, wildly unfamiliar with what you're talking about.
Great program. It's all student-centered. These are all pipelines for students and pathways for students to come into one of our colleges.
Yeah.
It also includes just community partnerships, because we are community colleges.
Right.
We depend on our community members and support from our communities. Those are bridges that need to be built for the most optimal success and better outcomes for our students.
Is the thinking, Tona, tell me this, is the thinking behind the changes to is it to modern, because it's been community college for the last 50, 60 years, 40, 50, 60 years. Is this the modernization basically of what Lincoln Trail and Wabash and Olney have been doing anyway? And I mean, modern, and by modernization, I mean more available and making certain that students are more aware.
As far as our restructuring goes, I would say this is modernizing our district, and it's certainly helping us to be more efficient and helping us to share best practices, share ideas, and be more collaborative and have a team approach. Because
Yeah.
it was pretty easy over the last 40, 50, 60 years, like you said, to be on a campus and really be siloed in that
Sure.
campus. Even though we were a district comprised of 4 separate
Right.
campuses,
You didn't realize.
there was not as much
That's true.
collaboration going on
Yeah.
as you might think, or we just were just focusing on our own campuses and not really doing what we're now getting to do. By this divisional structure and restructuring, it's fun because I just naturally get to go to the other 3 campuses, and I'm collaborating with people across the district at all 4 colleges, and that is going to give students a much better experience, and the efficiencies are just going to be naturally created.
I got to tell you, Tona, that makes a lot of sense, because having gone to Frontier myself down in Fairfield years and years ago, decades ago, I was one of those. I did go to school with an extra, 30, 20 hours or something
great.
like that when I transferred up to Champaign, and boy, I tell you what, it really helped whenever you needed whatever you're trying to graduate in 4 years.
Yes.
It makes a great difference. And now they're graduating. But the thing is, I would have had no idea back in 1984 what was offered at Olney Central College, or certainly Lincoln Trail College, or at Wabash. The only way I knew that Wabash had radio and television is because they had a radio station.
Yes.
They had
Yes.
the Bash or whatever it was, and a friend of mine worked there.
Yeah.
But this is a wonderful opportunity then for the kids in Robinson to realize that the other campuses have have such things, right?
And speaking of modernization, I mean, technology, right, is a big player in this, because when you did dual credit a few years ago, before you went to the University of Illinois,
Just a few.
there probably weren't online classes, so you could have,
No, there weren't.
you would have had to have driven to Mount Carmel to partake of any type
Absolutely.
of radio classes. Now, maybe there's an online radio foundations class or something like that you
Yeah.
could do, and so you could be right in Fairfield now taking that
Yeah.
class, and that has just opened up all kinds of access. Even high school students, dual credit, they sometimes can be in school perhaps doing either a synchronous lecture hall class where we have a teacher on our campus, but delivering it via technology into their classrooms or online. So that's certainly been a modernization.
How much of the outreach portion of the Vice Chancellor of Outreach, Tona Ambrose here, the Vice Chancellor for Institutional Outreach, how much of it is talking to businesses and finding out what they need and how to help send students that direction?
So I'm a team player in that, because we actually have a dean of business and industry, and that's Sharmila Kakak. Her office is located at the Terry L. Bruce West Richland Center in Noble.
Yeah.
Her office is there, and so she is directly connected to, and she is the coordinator, the director, our dean,
Sure.
who goes out and works with our businesses and finds out what are the needs, what are...
Okay, I didn't know if that was part of outreach or not.
We do a lot of collaborating. We work together a lot, but that really is Dean Kakak's major role in doing that exact thing that
I
you
understand.
asked about.
We're going to talk more about how the colleges are interacting and interdependent with each other, actually, here with Tona Ambrose. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. Going to take another break. We'll be back right after these. Please do stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, "Together, we're going to rebuild." Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Tona Ambrose. She is the president at Lincoln Trail College, as well as the vice chancellor for institutional outreach for Illinois Eastern Community College. Did you like how I did that? I didn't look down.
Yes, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a professional here. It's but you know, I told you that I did go to Frontier before I went to Shep. I didn't graduate from Frontier.
Oh, well.
I graduated from Illinois, but not from Frontier. Does that still count?
It certainly does,
All right.
yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well,
You are still alumni.
I'm still an alum. Well, now I feel better. Wait a minute. That means you're going to ask me for money.
Speaking of that,
Speaking of, tell me, speaking of money, what do you mean?
so part of institutional outreach, I did mention already that division.
Oh, you're in charge of the foundations.
I get to.
Not in charge.
Not in charge. I get to work with our foundation leaders, and that's a great part of the institutional outreach division. Community education and alumni associations and
Right.
foundations are also part of that area. That falls under the institutional outreach umbrella. And so I just started working. Again, I've only been in this role for 10 months, but
Right.
I have been to all
You're
four of
getting
our
your feet
colleges.
wet.
I am. And so I get to work with the foundations a little bit, and we're just going to start really diving into creating a good alumni association foundation for all four of our colleges.
You know, that's something I think that is probably high time, isn't it?
It is.
Having been in other schools for a long time, did you notice whenever you came here that maybe the foundational outreach is something that is probably not lacking, but could use a little bit more attention?
Well, our foundations do a fantastic job of raising money and giving scholarships to students. I mean, just at Lincoln Trail College, their foundation, as of just a couple of weeks ago, are giving a little over $300,000 to incoming students in the fall. So they fundraise, they have just a presence, in our county through the efforts that they're already doing. What we are going to try to do is create a contact list, a system, so to speak, of staying in touch with graduates. So I mentioned that we have 170 students graduating on May 10th from Lincoln Trail College. So we need a process for staying in touch with them and keeping in touch with
There
what
really
they're
never has
doing.
been one, has
There's
there?
the four-year universities, colleges, of course they do that. I'm sure
Yeah.
you get contacted by
certainly.
the University of Illinois
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time, but we want to establish that same process and have that same practice at the community college level. And so we're working on that right now, and that's a concentrated partnership with our foundations, because then that will hopefully help them too. And we want to know what our graduates are doing, and where they're working, and where they're being successful, so we can share those stories. And so that is part of institutional outreach too.
I was teasing when I said that means you're going to ask for money. That's really not what the foundation does. I mean, they fundraise, of course, but they also help out. The raison d'etre is to fundraise for the scholarships for the kids.
And I know Frontier Community College, for example, all four of our foundations do annual events. Wabash Valley just had their Crystal Ball. It was a fun gala, a nice dinner and dancing. Frontier, of course, does their fashion show. So every campus, every foundation does different, and they provide entertainment, and they provide something for the community to go and do via a ticket price or a donation.
right.
And then that money comes right back to their scholarship fund and provides a way for students to go to college at either a reduced rate or sometimes for free.
Sometimes for free. The scholarships it is all about that. When you got into the gig, was this part of what you were doing up in Michigan?
So I was working in higher education in Michigan at a four-year university.
Okay.
And when I moved back home to the area, I told you I was born and raised in Lawrence County, and we wanted to move back to be closer to family, so we moved back. And in this area, we don't have any four-year colleges or universities, but we have 2 years.
Charleston to Southern, for crying out loud.
So that was almost 6 years ago, and I got a job working at Lincoln Trail College as the director of college access, college enrollment management, working with the local high schools and enrollment and recruiting, and working with the guidance counselors and such. And honestly, I fell in love with the place.
No kidding.
And so now here I sit 5 years after that.
Wow.
as the president, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Oh, that's outstanding. I tell you what, folks, we're going to take one more quick break, and then we're going to tie this thing up in a bow with Tona Ambrose here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Again, she is the Vice Chancellor for Institutional Outreach for Illinois Eastern Community College, and we can figure out a way that you can help these folks, help your kids, help the kids that are going to school. Not just kids, I guess, is it?
Nope. We have a variety of students who come to our colleges.
That's exactly right. We'll be back right after these. Stick around.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic Famous Maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory at Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
As a spectator, you can't tell.
She's teaching me about 8-man football. I really do appreciate this because I have never seen the game, and this is outstanding. We going to get 8-man football at Lincoln Trail College?
That would be awesome. I'd love to have football. We have 8 sports already. So
what are your 8 sports at LTC?
So we have men's and women's soccer. Okay. Men's and women's basketball.
Okay.
Softball, baseball, volleyball, and golf.
That's really cool. Yep. So and the great thing about those sports is you're getting students that you would not normally have, aren't you?
I love that. And actually, we have 38 international students on our campus right now.
Oh, no kidding.
The entire men's soccer team right now is comprised of all international students from multiple countries.
How big of a transition is it for these? Are most of them English, or do they speak some English? I know that the baseball team at Frontier has and softball, I think also, or volleyball has some Spanish speakers on it.
We have a district international coordinator and she helps recruit students and bring students to all 4 of our colleges. And most of them speak some English. Some are very good English speakers,
Yeah.
but we have a few who don't speak much English at all. But we have people at all 4 campuses who do a tremendous job helping those students get acclimated, getting them immersed right in classes immediately to help with their English. And I love it because it just brings diversity to our campuses. And as you mentioned, student athletes from all over the United States. And I think a lot of people probably from our local areas may not know that or realize that. And that is a special thing about our community colleges.
Well, that's the other thing about that. Also, that folks may not realize, Tona, speaking here with Tona Ambrose from Illinois Eastern Community Colleges, Vice Chancellor of Institutional Outreach, was something that you don't realize when you live in a small town in southern Illinois how you can become sheltered. You don't realize that you actually are, you're a little bit sheltered. It's not a bad thing, but it is something whenever you have cultural diversity into the community, how much that it really adds to it. And I think that must be part and parcel of the whole the assignment for the colleges, right?
Yes, and I think it's important for students to know that when they come to our colleges, they won't just be in class with students who are, living around here in this area, who maybe have had experiences growing up similar to their own. But we have students in classes from all over the world and lots of different backgrounds. And I still teach classes. I love teaching, and I have students in my class from all over, and the conversations are rich, and we learn a lot from each other by having those students. And so, again, one of the best kept secrets maybe at
Well, it probably
ISCC,
is. I mean, if you're not in Albany and going to a basketball game and seeing kids from Europe, or going to the Frontier baseball games and seeing the kids coming up from Puerto Rico, that I guess that's not international though, is it?
In addition to that, though, we not only have you've referred to our students as kids. I do it too, but we have the good thing about community college. Our students range in age from just out of high school ages, even in high school, taking dual enrollment classes, all the way up to older adults who want a second career or who maybe didn't go to college right out of high school and now they want to. So I can, as a teacher, not only have students in my classroom that are the traditional ages of college students just out of high school from all over the world, but I may have older adults in there from lots of different backgrounds, and so the conversations in classes can be quite awesome.
As part of outreach, you're going and meeting with the superintendents and meeting with all the schools and learning maybe what some schools high schools don't really specialize in something over another, but there are probably some schools that have a lot more kids that might be focused on, say, becoming a lineman, as opposed to Mount Carmel might have some folks more interested in running a camera or something, right?
That's what's nice, again, about being a multi-campus district, is that we all offer general education classes and transfer degrees, but we all have very specific career and technical education programs or other individual programs that every campus offers. So we can say to a student, again, if you want to do cosmetology, I don't have that at Lincoln Trail College, but I can connect you with someone at Olney Central College who has that, and we'll help you go over there and get registered for classes and go do that in their campus.
When you talked about I'm going back a little while, when you talked about the broadband coming in soon to Lincoln Trail College, what exactly does that entail? Will it be a viable computer science type of learning environment for kids, or how does that, or will it be broadband just sending information out to people? How does that work?
Now, are you talking specifically about at Lincoln Trail College, the broadband telecommunications degree program that we have? So that now is on our campus. So what's nice is we have new classroom space, new equipment. Everything's upgraded, of course, because it's all new.
Yeah. But
that program is the only one like it in the Midwest.
Really?
It is the only program in the Midwest. So students can come from all over and
are they learning how to connect broadband, or are they learning how to use it and just connect it, huh?
all the above.
Really?
It has a computer component to it, of course. Like right now, if we took these tiles out of your ceiling and looked at all the cables running along, that they do that too. It's internet. I think a lot of people probably mainly identify with that program as it is connected to internet and bringing quicker, faster internet services to rural communities.
Yeah, well, we do.
Yes, and so that program entails a lot of different things.
I must tell you, I did not realize you're training the next generation of Wabash engineers.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
That's outstanding. That is outstanding.
The other thing I did want to mention too is that we've talked about traditional students and non-traditional students. We also love to provide opportunities in classes for our younger, soon-to-be students. And so in the summer, we have summer offerings with College for Kids. I think this year we're calling it Ignite Curiosity. But there is a link on our website where a parent, grandparent, neighbor could go to our website, and in one web page they can see everything happening across the district during the summertime. Children's summer theater, College for Kids that includes culinary classes, STEM classes, a variety of learn to do hands-on activities, crocheting, but we're also doing a career exploration session. And so
that's good.
We offer a lot of summer activities for students in elementary and middle school grades. And so go to our website and see what we have at all 4 of our colleges. And the registration paperwork is on there, the dates, the prices, everything. It's one-stop shopping where you can go and find things for students, kids to do in the summertime to pique their curiosity.
I'm presuming this is, that's like you see, it's on iecc.edu, but I presume this will be on Facebook and such as well?
Yes, and that's iecc.edu/summer camps.
Thank you for adding that. /summer camps. I got to tell you, and these aren't overnight camps, I'm guessing, right?
No.
Okay.
In the past, we would have done these separately, right? Each college would have just done their own thing and maybe advertised their own way. But we've been meeting for months with community education leaders from all 4 campuses, again, part of institutional outreach, where we have coordinated and collaborated now, and we are coordinating what we're all doing and now sharing that information in one place for folks to go and get that information in one website.
What ages are you talking about here, Tona?
So students going into first grade all the way up through middle school.
Oh, no kidding.
Mm-hmm. So we have something for all ages, elementary through middle school through 8th grade.
Through 8th grade. Mm-hmm. I got to tell you, had I learned how to cook and made a meal for my mom and dad when I was in grade school, they would have sent me to Harvard, not Illinois. They'd have been so fired up.
A good life skill.
Well, that's learning a good life skill is good at any time in life. What is the iecc.edu, the one of the best ways to find you? You can find you on Facebook. What would you look for on Facebook to find out into the institutional outreach?
So each campus has its own Facebook page.
Okay.
So institutional outreach does not have its own.
Okay.
That is just on the iecc.edu website.
Okay.
All 4 of the new divisions are listed on there, like I mentioned earlier.
What do you see coming up? What's the future for institutional outreach? Now that you've been there 10 months, what do you see coming up 10 years from now, 5 years, 10 years? Are the campuses going to become more interconnected?
Yes, and I think that is the best part. And again, each campus will still be its own campus with its own sports and its own autonomy and individuality, but we will be in a much better place to serve students and serve our communities, to strengthen our communities by connecting the interconnectivity, as you mentioned, because we can, again, share ideas, share best practices. We can connect dots that just weren't otherwise connected, and we will all be better off because of that.
Well, I got to tell you, Tona, that's outstanding. Before I let you out of here, you folks know that I am a sports guy. I'd be remiss. What's the best team on campus? Who's the most successful?
Oh, gosh, you cannot ask me that question. Live on television. Of course, I want to say Lincoln Trail Statesman, but all of the students are wonderful.
It depends on which hat you're wearing now. She's going to take off. Okay, she took off the Lincoln Trail hat. She's putting on the institutional hat. Oh, they're all very successful, Bruce. We're very proud of each. Oh, come on. You got to tell me, are the Railers golfers going to win a national championship?
I think Lincoln Trail College all the way.
That's wonderful. That is outstanding. So if folks want more information, just go online. You go to each college's Facebook. I got to tell you, Tona, I have learned a ton. This is very intriguing to me. I appreciate you coming up here. What if folks want to get a hold of you, what's the best way?
And I appreciate you having me. It's a great opportunity to be able to share with the community what's going on in our local community colleges and these changes. And the best way to get a hold of me is to go to our either Facebook page or our website.
Sure.
And all of our contact information is on there. Our foundations, too, are always looking for more people
Always looking for more volunteers, more folks to help.
They take donations because, again, most of that money goes back to our scholarship funds, and they provide concerts and different activities in the community. So when you see one of our colleges putting on a show or putting on an activity or fundraiser, please consider going and taking part of that.
There you have it, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in. Tona, thanks so much for being here. We'll catch you next time on Big Talk. Have a great day.